and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So first of all, yes, the sound is very different. I am still working on my office, so right now I'm kind of dealing with a lot of echo in here because the room is a lot bigger than my old office used to be. Plus the ceiling is a lot higher. Does that make any sense? The walls are taller, I suppose. I don't know English right now. And also it's very empty and there's also no rug or carpet or anything, so I have a wooden floor now. So that means the sound is kind of gonna bounce off the walls and it's gonna sound a little bit terrible here at the start, but I'm working on it. It'll get better as I put more stuff into the room and everything. But yeah, so just FYI, if the sound is very echoey, that would be why, but I'm working on it. It'll get better, I promise. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. It's the first video that I'm recording in my new home, and it's been fun, to be honest. I've spent so much time the past 2 days just decorating and unpacking, and yesterday I just really wanted to sit down and play some Sims, so I decided to take a break from packing, or unpacking I should say, and record something for you guys. So I sat down and I built this house. It was slightly inspired by a house that I saw on Pinterest, but not a lot, to be honest. I looked at it for maybe like a couple of minutes and then I just closed it down. I just needed to get started. So it's supposed to be for a garden witch and her family. I got a lot of requests on the last video that I did with, what's it called? Realm of Magic. I've kind of been a little bit off Sims the last couple of days, so I have to get fully into it again. But yeah, on my last video, my last speed build, a lot of you guys said that you wanted to see something for a garden witch. So I decided to sit down and try to build something for a garden witch. I don't know what a garden witch is, but it was mentioned so many times, so I went for it and I hope you guys like it. So speaking of my new apartment, by the way, I know that I've mentioned it quite a lot of times over the past couple of videos, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I wasn't disappearing or anything. I was just, you know, moving from one country to the other, so it did take a while to pack everything down, and it took about 2 to 3 days to get everything to Denmark as well. So I just needed to make sure that you guys knew that I wasn't disappearing or anything, because I know that I've been a little bit more quiet in the comment section and also on Twitter and stuff, but it should be better now. Everything is in my apartment, at least. I just don't have a lot of furniture yet, so there is that. But I do want to do something with my apartment tomorrow, so I am planning on doing sort of a build of it. So if you're interested in that, come back on the channel tomorrow and there'll be something up. And then eventually I also want to do an apartment tour. I also saw a lot of you guys actually said that you'd be interested in seeing that, so I will be doing something like that once I feel like the apartment is closer to fully decorated. But it'll take a while before I get there because, like I said, I just don't have a lot of furniture. So, but that's a good thing, to be honest, because otherwise I would have to have left it over in Scotland. That's just not, I wouldn't be okay with that. So anyways, but yeah, I'm doing good here. Everything is fine. And yeah, I just need to get this echo situation sorted so it's not gonna bother you guys so much, because I know that the audio in this video is probably going to be terrible. But anyways, so yeah, for this house, by the way, okay, not specifically about this house, but like houses in Glimmerbrook in general, I kind of like to go for more of a cottage vibe to the houses instead of whatever they went for. Like, I don't know what architectural style the default houses in Glimmerbrook are, but they're kind of weird to me. It's just like random boxes put together, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something a little bit more woodsy, foresty, cottagey, so that's what I'm doing. And currently got 2 houses done. They'll both be in the save file, and I'll be working on some other ones. Maybe this week, maybe next week. Don't fully know just yet. Wait, what day is it? It's Friday. Probably next week, so there's not a lot of days left in this week, but yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do for the save file. Maybe I'll do like one fancier kind of house that's sort of in the same style as the style they went for, but Generally, I think that I like the cottage vibe a little bit better, as you may have noticed with both this house and also the last one I did. But yeah, let me know what you think. So since it's my first voiceover here in the apartment as well, I will admit that I'm a little bit nervous that the neighbors can hear me, but it's one of those things that I kind of have to get past. To be honest though, I haven't heard the neighbors at all, other than the fact that they were drilling earlier today for like 5 minutes and then also yesterday for an hour or something. I've not heard them at all. Like, no footsteps, no talking. I don't know if it's because it's just one person living upstairs and I don't know who's living next to me, but I've not heard anyone. I can hear people in the hallway sometimes, but other than that, no one. And it's really weird to me. It's so sound isolated. So I'm hoping that it goes both ways, that they can't hear me either, but I don't know for sure. But like I said, it's just one of those things I have to get past. I have to stop thinking about it when I'm working. So, but it does make me a little bit nervous. I do have stage fright, so it is going to be just a little bit awkward here at the start, but it'll get better in time. I'm fully sure or certain that it'll get better in time. I feel like because of the fact that I've also spoken Danish nonstop for the past couple of days, my English is kind of taking a beating, but that'll get better too, I promise. So everything will sort itself out. First of all, I need to fix this echo problem in here because I know that I've already said this once, but the audio is freaking terrible. It'll get better, I promise. But anyways, I still love these windows. These windows are like the stained glass. They're so beautiful. I did see some people on my Discord server were talking about the fact that a lot of the windows it doesn't really seem like they fit cottage houses, but to be honest, I think they kind of have like a fairy tale vibe to them, so I feel like they fit cottage houses perfectly. But I can totally see like they're a little bit churchy, a little bit whatever other styles you guys mentioned. I think Art Nouveau was one of the styles that was mentioned a lot in the build buy overview that I did in the comment section. It's not a style that I am particularly familiar with, so that's why I did not mention it, because I honestly would not be able, like, I've heard about Art Nouveau before, but it's not something that I'd be able to explain what it is or pinpoint if I saw it. I just know it by name, basically. But I do think that these windows they're just so fairy tale magical, kind of, well, it kind of suits the theme of the pack, I suppose, because it's Realm of Magic, but I just think they're really pretty and very magical and fairy tale-ish or whatever, so I'm gonna stick to them on cottages, at least in this area. Obviously also because they came with a new pack and this is the new world that we got, so they kind of have to go together. But, you know, they're so pretty still. Plus they remind me of Beauty and the Beast. The swatch that I'm using today is actually the one that reminds me of Beauty and the Beast the most, because it's both yellow and there's also a red rose in the picture, so there's something about that color combination and red roses and stuff that just reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, so I had to go for these windows again in the stained glass too. I also love the ones that aren't stained, like colored, just the ones that are, you can see them here on the side of the house. They're really pretty too. So I've also used basically most of the stuff that came with the new pack inside the house as well, if you're curious about that. It's not a pack restricted build in any way, by the way. I just wanted to sit down and build something, so I didn't really think about it too much or at all. But I will be doing, I think I'm gonna do a base game plus Realm of Magic house, possibly, if that's of any interest. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments section. But if not, then that's also completely fine. Also, by the way, I know that I'm a little bit more calm than usual. At least I think I am. But I'm trying not to yell too much because of the echo, so just thought I'd let you guys know. It will get better though, I promise. It will get better. I feel like I've said this like 10 times or something already, but I promise you guys, this is not the audio quality that every single video from now on is going to be like, or however you say that. It's going to get better. I did get some curtains that I need help to set up because I can't do that on my own. So, because I'm not that handy, I did put together my desk and also the shelf unit behind me, but curtains, I am not going to start drilling into the wall because I don't trust myself with a drilling machine or whatever those things are called. I don't even know what they're called in English. It's fine. So I'm going to get my dad to do that with me, not for me. And yeah, hopefully that'll take some of the echo because they're going to cover basically an entire wall in here. And then for the other wall, I don't know. Obviously, we're dealing with 4 walls. I don't know why I said the other wall. But it's I got plans, so it's gonna get better. Just give me some time. But yeah, I'm trying my best not to yell too much because that makes the echo worse. But yeah. Also, by the way, since this is a witch's house? How do you say that? Garden witch's house. It just sounds like I'm saying witches, like witch in plural, but whatever, let's go with it. Since it's for a garden witch, I also wanted to go a little bit crazy on the landscaping, so you probably noticed that just before. I put in a lot of plants around this house, like a lot. I also put a gardening area outside. Oh, by the way, I will just warn you guys, if you prefer that I stick to the interior like halfway through the exterior, I don't know why I just suddenly went back to the exterior in the middle of doing the interior. Actually, I just decided to go back to the exterior. Don't ask me, I have no idea. So at some point we go back outside before we do the upper floor, and also the bedroom, I think, on the second or on the ground floor here. So it'll take me a while to get to the bedrooms and stuff, but I just for some reason decided to go back outside and finish the exterior. So the garden witch, of course, gets a gardening area outside. They have like four or five big plant boxes outside, or plant pots. Though you'd call those boxes, right? They're huge. The big ones with 4 slots in them. So they can plant either trees out there, or they can use, you know, the big boxes and plant 4 smaller plants in them, because there are 4 slots like I mentioned before. So they should have plenty of opportunity to plant all different kinds of stuff that they could use for maybe making potions or something. There's no cauldron in this house, by the way, because I did not make room for it. But I'm feeling like the next time I do a house, I think what I'm going to do is make a basement and then turn that into this sort of cauldron room. So if you got any other ideas for any other houses you want me to build with Realm of Magic, do let me know. If there's any kind of witch that's well, maybe that would be called like an alchemist, I suppose. I don't know why I was about to ask you guys if there was any kind of specific witch that liked potions, and then it hit me that it's called an alchemist, so I was stupid for a second. I also haven't slept properly in a couple of days, so I'm gonna use that as an excuse. It started raining yesterday, and I did not know this, but for some reason, when it rains, there's this constant like ticking outside because the water was like small droplets hitting something outside, like right outside my bedroom window. So that kept me up until 3 or 3:15, around that time. And then the electrical company, or whatever that is called me at 9, and I just have not slept. So I'm a little bit tired, but not gonna complain about it too much. But yeah, so my brain is not functioning very well today, so just so you guys know. Anyways, so they have a cute little corner over here, or corner kitchen over here, and I overused that rug like crazy throughout this house. I think I've used the same wallpaper here, but in 2 different swatches actually, because there's another one that's both white and green. It's mainly what, like the background is green, and then the motif on it. I got so many, because I kept calling it a motif last time, and I don't know why I did that, because I know it's called a motif. Anyways, but so the motif on the wallpaper is green, and then the background is white, and it looks really nice. So I used that swatch in the hallway upstairs and also in the dining room. And the dining room is where the sunroom is basically, so it's in the like the extra extension on the left side of the house where I put a lot of windows, because I figured it would be nice for them to sit out there and eat while looking over the forest or something. So they could also be looking over the garden if they have stuff planted out there. I think that would be really cute. And yeah, obviously we're going for a lot of green and a lot of brown throughout this house, by the way, because that's just what screams plancy to me, apparently, when it comes to cottages. I do that quite often. I think I did that with the off-the-grid tiny house that I did not too long ago as well. I went for a lot of brown and green on the interior, but it's just foresty, you know. So yeah. This reminds me that I need to build some more tiny houses because it's been a while, but the problem is that most of the lots in Glimmerbrook are 30 by 20s and there's one 40 by 30, so the lots are a little bit too big to build tiny houses on them, at least in my opinion it is. I know that I did a slightly not upscale, but bigger tiny house was that Tuesday or Wednesday? Actually, is that only 2 days ago? Wow, what happened with time? Okay, it's also because it was pre-recorded, so I feel like I haven't released a video in at least a week, but it's just because I haven't been working, I haven't been recording, I've just pre-recorded everything, so anyways. But yeah, I know that I did a tiny house on a 30 by 20 or a bigger tiny house on a 30 by 20, but I'm not good at not using all the space on the lot. I just feel like I need to place something when I can, like when I have the space, I need to do something with it. So it's not that easy to build tiny houses for me in Glimmerbrook, but maybe I'll just try to ignore it for like one lot or something and build something witchy and tiny and cute or something else. So if you got any ideas for that, let me know as well. But anyways, so moving on to the living room in this house. I actually learned that this item here on the left side, would you call that a cabinet or something? I don't really know, but you can place stuff behind the glass doors and you can still change the swatch of the items even though they're technically behind glass. It's really cool. I don't know why that excited me so much when I found out, but it's really cool. So I decided to place some plants in there. They got some crystals, of course, and whatever else do they have? Candles, probably, because we're building something for a witch. So it's kind of like crystals and plants and candles. That's basically all we're going for. And also, what's the last thing? Flowers too, but I suppose they're kind of plants as well. But anyways, so yeah, that's what we're doing with that cabinet, but I just felt like it was really cool that you could change the swatch, even though it was behind glass. That just made me really happy. So yeah, I also love those new bookcases. The bigger one is a little bit too big to place in like if you got a little corner that's 2 squares wide, you can't actually place the bigger bookcase there because it'll clip through the walls, unfortunately. So I learned that, but I still think it's a gorgeous bookcase. It's so pretty. So I had to use it somewhere in the common room. I think it's right not next to the kitchen, but it's in the same room as the kitchen somewhere. So I think there's a chair next to it. It's a little cute reading nook, but anyways. The fireplace might honestly be a little bit too grand or a little bit too fancy for this house because we are building a cottage, but I had to use it because it's new and it's so shiny and there are crystals in it as well. Does it light blue when you turn it on or when you light it up? I haven't actually checked, but something tells me that it should light blue, but I might be wrong about that. There's a couple of the, wall lamps that are blue, and I think that's a really cool detail because it's very magical, but I'm kind of hoping that it's the same for the fireplace. I just haven't tested it out yet because I haven't play tested this house actually. Sorry about that, but I haven't had time. So I'll be basically on my own for the next 2 weeks, I think. And maybe I'll go work out or something, but other than that, I'm just counting on recording like a lot. I'm just counting on working like crazy. So that'll be good. That'll be really, really good actually. And that means lots of videos up on the channel, of course. I gotta take advantage of suddenly having this super awesome office, even though it's echoey, but I don't know, maybe I'll do some impromptu streaming at some point. If that's of any interest, let me know. I got really good internet as well, so I could stream if I wanted to. So if that's of any interest, like I said, definitely let me know. But if not, then that's also completely fine. I'll just spend more time recording videos. But yeah, so it's gonna be good. The next couple of weeks are gonna be very busy, but I'm looking forward to them, and I'll of course update you guys on the way. And also, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll be posting on my story like pictures from my apartment and stuff as I'm decorating it. And if you're interested in that, there should be a link to my Instagram in the description down below. But if the description, like if you can't click on links because you're on phone or something, my Instagram is AvelineYT, so it should be really easy to find. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be posting pictures of the apartment work in progress as it's in progress. So far, like I said, the kitchen is fine, but I have no dining table. I don't have a couch or anything. Basically, the common room is empty except from my big mess that's basically clothes and stuff. So, and boxes with books because I don't have enough space for books. So I have to buy another bookcase or something, another shelf unit like the one behind me so I can put up more books or something. But other than that, it looks really nice here. I just need like a dining table. I feel like that's essential, so I need to get on that. But yeah, I'll definitely be posting pictures of that on my Instagram. And yeah, if you're interested, like I said, go follow me over there. But if not, then that's also completely fine. I think for the rest of this video, oh yeah, this is when I finish up the exterior before I go back to the interior and I do the upstairs rooms. And also, I think the bedroom on the ground floor as well, because I don't think we've done that yet. I don't know why I decided to do the exterior all of a sudden, because I was doing this in one day. So I was doing it basically in one sitting. I was recording the whole build in one sitting. So I don't know what I was thinking. I think I stopped thinking, to be honest. That's what went down, that's what happened, and my brain stopped functioning and I just started doing the exterior instead of just finishing the exterior because I thought I was done after I was finished with the exterior. I sat down and looked at the house and I opened it and I was like, wait, I feel like I forgot something. And then I looked at the bedrooms and they were empty, and also the bathrooms, so what happened? I don't know, but something happened. So anyways, but the bedrooms are fine. Everything is furnished and functional, and well, I hope it's functional, but it should be functional. Like I said, I haven't play tested it. Sorry about that, but it should be functional because nothing is too close in this build. It's all like, as far as I can see, everything is fine. So unless there's some weird glitch or something, it should be fine. It's not a tiny house, so everything is not cramped together. I always play test my tiny houses when I'm building them just to make sure that everything is fine, so I don't have to go back and basically delete half of the build afterwards. So, but with bigger houses, I tend to not play test as I'm building, and then I'll go back and afterwards I'll just test the things that look a little bit problematic or could possibly be an issue or something, but in this house, I just have not had the time. But everything looks like it should be fine, so I hope it is. Anyways, so yeah, other than that, we're just placing some decor here and there, and also I go back and furnish the upstairs because I haven't done that yet. So there's room for 2 parents and 1 teen in this house. I forgot to say that at the start of the video. They also have 2 bathrooms, and then they have a 3rd toilet with laundry machines as well. And I believe that I tried to place a clothesline outside, but I think I deleted it afterwards. But if you really want a clothesline, you could definitely find room for it in the garden. There is lots of space and it should be all fine. I don't know why I put a swing outside though, because there's a teen living in here, not a kid. I think when I put the swing down, I thought that it was gonna turn into a kid's room, but then when I started decorating the room, it hit me that we didn't really get a lot of stuff that could fit kids' rooms with this pack, so I decided to turn it into a teen's room instead, and that's a little bit whatever. So now they have a swing outside. Maybe the parents just like to use the swing. I don't know. So anyways, but yeah, the teens got a nice little, very oddly shaped bedroom up here, and they should have everything they should need actually. I did place, well, they can't use the bookcase, but they can use these 3 bookcases. So if you click the bookcase in the bedroom and you say read something or read a specific book or something, the sim will just walk to a bookcase that is functional instead. So that's a handy little trick. And yeah, I just felt like there was this weird empty space at the end of the bed, and I had to put something in there because it just looked so off. So I decided to put a bookcase there. But they also have the dresser and obviously the beautiful mirror that we got with this pack as well. It's so, so pretty. And also a little desk over here with a computer, or not a computer, a laptop. They also have a laptop downstairs. I don't know if that's weird for witches or if you'd rather a garden witch not have a laptop, but I feel like for gameplay purposes, it's really nice when your Sims have computers. So I decided to go for it anyways, but you could definitely just delete it or something if you don't want the Sim to have it. Just delete it and it's all good. And then I also found these postcards here. Actually, to get to the postcards or to get the postcards in your catalog and also the crystals and stuff, you need to use the Show Hidden Objects cheat that I have listed in the description, by the way. All the cheats that I use are always written in the description. So if you're curious about any of that, just scroll down and open the description and everything should be listed there, because I get comments or questions about that every single video, so I figured it would be easier to just put it in the description. So anyways, but I think that's about it for this video. Like I said, I will manage to fix this echo somehow, so hopefully it'll get better within the next week or so, but for now this will have to do. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys like this house. If you did, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine. Your high heels on, and I'm wearing my worn out jeans. What could go wrong? Sipping on a beer, sing along to our favorite songs. All I want is you. You make my world spin round and round. Sometimes I don't know what to do, 'cause my heart starts racing when I'm with you. Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine. A never-ending sunshine. You close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I